We are at the entrance of the Kgosi Mampuru II Correctional Facility here in Pretoria. And with me is the spokesperson for the correctional services nationally. We're going to talk about this special sitting of the ad hoc committee here at the correctional facility itself and some of the arrangements that have been made. Singabako, good morning to you and welcome. This weather is just dribbling us today.
Yes, but fortunately, at least we could check and see that the weather will be like this. So even our planning was adjusted to ensure that at no point the activities of this week will be disrupted by the weather conditions.
I mean, this is a famous prison, 118 years old. Nelson Mandela was once here. Winnie Madikizela Mandela was once here. He was awaiting trial. And everyone wanted to get to the secrets in their bosoms. And it will be a similar endeavor today to get into the secrets in Vusimusi Kat Madlala's bosom. So I just shared with our viewers 11 parliamentary committee members will make their way here. But talk us through the arrangements that you've made for, I think, about almost 300 people.
Remember, our mandate is to have facilities that are safe and secure, where we're able to rehabilitate inmates in humane conditions. But we go even beyond that. When we host events, all of them have been, incident-free. At no point will you find that our activities get to be disrupted due to poor planning. We are very meticulous. Even with this particular sitting of the ad hoc committee, we've gone at great length making sure that we give Parliament the best sitting, very comfortable. We're even worried that they may even want to extend their time here because they'll be here until Friday.
Voluntarily?
Yeah, so you will see when you go inside, the environment depicts what you will often find in Parliament. And we've also made space for members of the public. As you will know, sittings of Parliament, are also open to the public, but that space is limited. So whenever it's full, we'll then issue an indication that it's full so people can no longer join the sitting inside. But Parliament, it's now their site in terms of their operations. They're in charge of it, but we're leaving nothing to chance. Our officials are here to make sure that the place is safe, it's secure, and we'll be here to monitor everything until such time that ad hoc committee is done with its work.
This is a high-value inmate. Let's not make any mistake about that. That's why they're coming all the way here, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Where is Kat now? I know that he was transferred to CMAX, the CMAX portion of the prison, because you guys had that raid not so long ago, and you found his cell phone in his possession. Where is he now, and what are the modalities involved in bringing him from his cell, or his, the word cell is the correct word, I think, to use. I know in modern times we have all these new fandangled language, but he's going to be brought out of his cell into this area that you've now demarcated for Parliament's use. Just talk to us about where he is and how that's all going to happen. Who will bring him into the room?
Yes. I can state that he is safely secured inside this facility. And what will happen whenever he's due to appear before the ad hoc committee, he will be moved from his cell, be taken straight into the venue. There is even a route that I cannot disclose publicly that will utilize how we'll go inside that specific venue. The detail even goes in terms of when we have, those short breaks, what happens to him. I cannot disclose that, but also even what he gets to consume inside that hall. So as a department, as I've said, we've gone through, every detail, but I can assure everyone that the remandee in question will be safe. He will testify before the ad hoc, and then whenever he's done, to be taken back to his cell. And once the business of the committee is done, they will also indicate to us, and they will make sure that everybody gets to enjoy the comfort that we get to offer as correctional services.
When you say that even what he gets to consume is managed, what does that mean?
Inmates and remand detainees are given specific meals. We've got a dietary plan in terms of what they get to consume on daily basis. So there will be no difference from what will be happening to him. He will still get his breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The only difference would be the intervals in terms of when does he get to enjoy his lunch and dinner. So those will run smoothly. Hence, we are very strict in terms of what he gets to consume and where, so that at no point to find that there are gaps that could be utilized for other means.
What do you mean by other means?
It's a venue where you've got other people. So our security plan goes to that detail in terms of ensuring that what people take inside has been checked, so that you don't find that illegal items get to be smuggled into that specific site.
All right, so he's not going to be eating what the parliamentarians will be eating, basically.
I cannot go into that detail, but we have to make sure and check what is it that he gets to consume and where does he get to eat that. Remember, his safety is our responsibility because he's in our care. So
I mean, you don't think someone will try, like, sort of poison him or something like that?
We have a duty to ensure that he's safe. Remember, anyone within our walls must be kept safe. So we've got to make sure that he's safe.
So one of the other criticisms, Singabako, or let me say questions rather, is why must we fly up 11 MPs? We've got to put them up in a hotel. We've got to pay for their breakfast, lunch and dinner and their well-being while they're here. Why couldn't he just do a Zoom call?
That's the program of Parliament. They made that call. They can answer to that. And when they approached us as correctional services, we said this is a state facility. And hence, we are not even charging Parliament, for the usage of this facility. It belongs to the state. Let them use it. So ours was to make sure that the conditions that, they will prefer, we make it a point that they get in terms of the sitting arrangements, even just the comfort of the venue does respond to that. But what people at times do not know is that we host events almost, on a weekly basis. So we are used to be, hosting people. So for us, it was not a difficult task. It was a matter of saying, tell us exactly what is it that we want. We then set it up as per those specifications.
So we're starting at what time today and for how many days?
The program of the ad committee indicated that they will be starting at 11. So will then be they will then indicate to us at what time they will finish, but we'll remain on site until they are done with their business.
Was there an extra layer of security put on? I mean, I see as I'm talking to you, besides your general staff, your general warden staff, there's a number of SAPS vehicles as well that are coming in.
We had to augment the security measures. It's very important. Remember, you are having someone that draws a lot of attention appearing on Wednesday and Thursday. So we've got to make sure that the place is safe and secure. But also we working with other law enforcement agencies in other areas. For instance, you've got to sweep the venue, make sure that there are no foreign items there. You rely on SAPS, for instance, to do that. But what we can assure members of the public is that those who will be fortunate to come here, they will be safe, they will be secured. Security, has been beefed up here. So as correctional services, we are comfortable. But those who think maybe they can try their luck, come here and disturb the proceedings, unfortunately, they will not succeed because we've gone at length in terms of preparing, for this particular week.
So you're giving the public the assurance and the MPs the assurance that these processes will continue in a professional, well-protected, incident-free manner?
They will be incident-free. As I've said, my only worry is that the MPs may want to extend their stay, but they are welcome to do so. This facility belongs to them as well.